Welcome to GLanguage. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, Jake is going to share a funny story about the time he lost his keys and had to deal with the chaos that followed. We've all been there, right? Losing something important at the worst possible time. Well, let's see how Jake handled it. As Jake tells his story, you'll learn some useful expressions and vocabulary. Pay attention, and let's have fun learning English together. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I want to tell you about the day I lost my keys. It was a nightmare. It all started in the morning. I was rushing to get ready for work. I had a busy day ahead, and I didn't want to be late. I was running around the house, gathering my things, wallet, phone, keys, and my bag. But when I went to grab my keys, they were gone. I looked everywhere, on the table, in my pockets, under the couch cushions, but no keys. I started to panic. Where did I put them? I thought. I was already running late, and now I couldn't even get out of the house. I checked the front door, thinking maybe I left them in the lock, but nothing. I went back to my room and looked under the bed. Still no keys. After searching for about 15 minutes, I decided to leave the house and check the car. Maybe I had left them in the car by accident. So I walked outside and opened the car door. There they were, my keys, sitting on the passenger seat. I couldn't believe it. I grabbed them and ran back inside. At this point, I was feeling a bit embarrassed. It wasn't the first time I had lost my keys, and I had learned my lesson. Always check your pockets before you leave the house. I finally made it to work, but I was already 20 minutes late. My boss wasn't too happy, but at least I had a good excuse. I told everyone about the great key hunt, and they all laughed. It was a funny story in the end, but I definitely learned to be more careful next time.
Now, let's go over some of the vocabulary and expressions from the story. Rushing. Moving quickly because you don't have enough time. Example. I was rushing to get to my meeting on time. Running late. To be behind schedule or not have enough time. Example. I'm running late for class. I need to hurry. Looked everywhere. To search all over a place. Example. I looked everywhere for my sunglasses but couldn't find them. Panic. To feel very worried or scared in a stressful situation. Example. I started to panic when I couldn't find my passport. Under the couch cushions. The pieces of fabric that cover the cushions on a couch. Example. I found my remote under the couch cushions. Check. To look at something to make sure it's in the right place or is working. Example. I need to check my email before I leave for work. By accident. When something happens without intending to. Example. I spilled coffee on my shirt by accident. Embarrassed. Feeling ashamed or self-conscious about something. Example. I was embarrassed when I forgot my friend's birthday. The Great Key Hunt. A funny way to talk about searching for something important. Example. My great key hunt took longer than I expected. Learned my lesson. To realize something important after making a mistake. Example. I learned my lesson, and now I always double-check my bags before leaving. All right, it's time for speaking practice. Let's focus on speaking and improving together. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just enjoy the process.
Hi, I'm Jake. Hi, I'm Jake. I want to tell you about the day I lost my keys. I want to tell you about the day I lost my keys. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It started in the morning. It started in the morning. I was rushing to get ready for work. I was rushing to get ready for work. I had a busy day ahead. I had a busy day ahead. I didn't want to be late. I didn't want to be late. I was gathering my things. I was gathering my things. Wallet, phone, keys, and my bag. Wallet, phone, keys, and my bag. But my keys were gone. But my keys were gone. I looked everywhere. I looked everywhere. On the table. On the table. In my pockets. In my pockets. Under the couch cushions. Under the couch cushions. But no keys. But no keys. I started to panic. I started to panic. Where did I put them? I thought. Where did I put them? I thought. I was already running late. I was already running late. Now I couldn't leave the house. Now I couldn't leave the house. I checked the front door. I checked the front door. Maybe I left them in the lock. Maybe I left them in the lock. But they weren't there. But they weren't there. I went back to my room. I went back to my room. I looked under the bed. I looked under the bed. Still no keys. Still no keys. I searched for 15 minutes. I searched for 15 minutes. Then I decided to check the car. Then I decided to check the car. Maybe I left them there. Maybe I left them there. I walked outside. I walked outside. I opened the car door. I opened the car door. There they were. There they were. My keys were on the passenger seat. My keys were on the passenger seat. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I grabbed them and ran back inside. I grabbed them and ran back inside. I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed. It wasn't the first time I lost my keys. It wasn't the first time I lost my keys. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Always check your pockets. Always check your pockets. I finally made it to work. I finally made it to work. But I was 20 minutes late. But I was 20 minutes late. My boss wasn't happy. My boss wasn't happy. I told everyone the story. I told everyone the story. They all laughed. They all laughed. It was funny in the end. It was funny in the end. But I learned to be more careful. But I learned to be more careful.
Awesome job today. Keep it up, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.